It's a tough one to think of one sentence or a few moments or a few minutes to define who Betty Dodson was.
Hmm.
Her life and her work has touched all of our lives in ways that we don't know. And that's what you're going to discover. She was born in 1929. Every time we would travel internationally, Laura and I would fill out her form. I'd be like, oh my God, 1929.
Hmm.
She was raised on a farm in Kansas. Her parents weren't educated, and her mother thought masturbation was natural for kids. So she explored and discovered her body, but she still had the same struggle to fully connect to pleasure,
Hmm.
right? The rape culture, misogyny, the sexual double standard. She came to New York in 1950 to become a great fine artist, which she was.
Yes. Yes. Most people don't realize she was an artist first and foremost.
She drew the nude. Her nude started having sex. And then her nude started masturbating. And as she had gallery openings, people assumed she was an expert because she
Hmm.
drew sexuality.
Hmm.
And that was the beginning of her activism.
Yes. She was always sex positive. She liked sex. And she had that going for her because her childhood masturbation was not interrupted.
Exactly. So her mother was a simple, uneducated woman that everyone loved. She was
Hmm.
very warm and very supportive, and she supported Betty to come to New York and to have her career,
Hmm.
which is quite rare in 1950s America. She hits the glass ceiling,
Hmm.
right? She goes and tries to have casual sex as a 40-year-old divorcee, hits the sexual double standard,
Yeah.
becomes a feminist,
Hmm.
becomes a writer, starts holding workshops. I've been fortunate enough to read her journals. I didn't know that she had. From 1943 to 2018, she kept a journal, and I have witnessed her journey. She wasn't born Betty Dodson. She became Betty Dodson, and we can all become our Betty Dodson, basically our true selves. It is
Hmm.
a process to become a
Hmm.
fully sexual woman.
Yes. And to stay a fully sexual woman into her 90s, she was fully sexual. That doesn't happen without work.
And I used to tell her all the time because in her 80s, we started to get awards from every
Hmm.
major organization. And she goes, I don't understand why this is happening. And I'm like, think about it, Dodson. You wrote this international bestseller. You were on the ground floor. You pushed all these boundaries. You led the sex positive feminist movement, and you survived. And not only did you survive, but you're still doing the work. You're in your 90s, right?
Hmm.
You won. Your
Yeah.
life is a testament to the work.
Yes. She was a great pioneer, activist, and really a revolutionary. There is no one like Betty Dodson.
No, she spoke her mind and she
Hmm.
stated her pleasure. She loved herself first because no one else loved her. And then she decided to teach us how to do the same thing.
Hmm.